Closer to home, the head of Canada's spy agency stands by the stark conclusions contained in a series of CSIS briefing notes, including that China interfered in the past 2 federal elections. He was recalled to testify today and defended his spy's work after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau casted doubt on the reliability of his intelligence. Also happening in Ottawa, the Conservatives are requesting the RCMP investigate a Globe and Mail report that suggests a Liberal leaked confidential intelligence to an MP. David Vigneault, the director of the Canadian Security Intelligence Service known as CSIS, testified for a second time today.
Can I have the witness sworn or affirmed, please?
He was recalled to the federal inquiry into foreign election interference to answer questions about briefing materials that weren't available the first time he took the stand. The memo in question declares that CSIS knew China clandestinely and deceptively interfered in both the 2019 and 2021 general elections.
We saw foreign interference during those elections, and that interference was indeed clandestine and deceptive.
Earlier in the week, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his senior staff claimed to the Commission that the CSIS director did not warn of the severity of interference, but Vigneault said he did.
It is indeed something that has been communicated.
However, CSIS agrees with Trudeau on this important fact.
That interference did not amount to have an impact on the integrity of the election.
The same memo included specific but highly redacted examples of possible interference attempts and asserts state actors can conduct foreign interference successfully in Canada because there are few legal or political consequences, specifically that it's low risk with high reward.
I have said that repeatedly, and to the point where some colleagues are now starting to use the same vernacular.
Did the director convey, in those words or in some similar words, that message that this is a low-risk, high-reward endeavor because there are no consequences?
No.
The documents were prepared by CSIS staffer Vigneault ahead of his meetings with Trudeau. He said much of the content in the documents was not passed on. Instead, he focused on specific meddling cases within his meetings. However, Vigneault told the Commission those kinds of general comments about interference were made.
I have absolutely said a number of times, again, in public and in private.
Meanwhile, a Globe and Mail article this week sparked anger in Ottawa amongst the Conservatives as a national security source told the paper that a Liberal Party member warned former Liberal MP Han Dong of CSIS surveillance, the same MP that China sent buses of international students to vote for in the nomination process. Canada's spy director was asked about that today.
My questions are you aware of this reporting? Has CSIS taken any steps to investigate the allegation that a member of the Liberal Party tipped off Han Dong that CSIS was watching him?
Since it was outside the scope of the hearing, the question could not be answered.
CSIS does not comment on investigations, whether there are or there aren't investigations.
Meanwhile, the Conservatives are now calling for a separate hearing to get to the bottom of the Globe and Mail report. Who was the Liberal that allegedly leaked classified information?
An offense that is punishable as an indictable offense with a term of imprisonment of up to 14 years. It is about as serious as it gets.
MP Michael Cooper sending this letter to the RCMP today, calling on them to investigate. Before his time in the hot seat came to a close, there was a rare request from Vigneault.
Madam Commissioner, would you allow me to say one thing?
Yes, you can.
He spoke in what appeared to be in direct response to Trudeau's suggestion in the hearing that he sometimes doubts the reliability of CSIS reports.
I'm extremely proud of the work that the intelligence professional of CSIS do every day in Canada and around the world in very dangerous situations to protect the Canadians.
The Commission has now wrapped and is expected to deliver a preliminary report by May 3rd and will deliver final recommendations by the end of the year.